Hello, Fox Souls. I am Foxis, and I call my family. It was the Foxes a while ago, but I decided not to continue with it anymore because things change, and I think Fox Souls is much more fitting. But if you like foxes more and you want to remain my foxes, I can do something about that as well. Mercury is not in retrograde anymore, so I actually have a microphone right here, and I really want to be a little bit more quiet and talk about stuff with a lower voice, just to calm people down a little, because some people just think that my voice is relaxing, so I want to try that out right now. I decided to have a little flower in my hair and just talk about the planet Mintaka. I actually found out that it is my planet where I'm from. Why did I find out? Because I'm actually quite connected to spirit, and I can talk to spirit quite easily and quite strongly, and my attachment to spirit is just so big, and I think that spirit are my biggest friends, and I'm so grateful for that. But not only because of that, but also I'm doing card readings for myself sometimes, and I have a card that I always draw if I make card readings for myself. That is this one. And it says, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And I'm always getting this one if I'm asking for advice for myself to spirit, and I'm always getting this Mintaka card. I was reading about it on the internet, about how crystal children are often from Mintaka and some other planets. I don't know right now what other planets there were, but there is Mintaka under all those planets as well. I decided to look up Mintaka, and I found out that it is one of the stars in the Orion's belt. There was a time when Mintaka was habitable. Nowadays it is inhabitable because of something that happened, and this is also why crystal souls or crystal children are very homesick every day. Mintaka was habitable in the past, long ago, until Mintaka destroyed itself. When Mintaka was still habitable, there were merpeople, mermaids, mermen on the planet, and the whole planet was made out of water, and the whole planet was glowing in blue. It was not only water, there was also some land, and those merpeople actually had to breathe oxygen. They could live underwater for 3 days straight, but they had to go up and get some breathing in, some breath in. Mintakan people built houses underwater, but they preferred to build their houses on the surface, like just pointing out on the surface, and they preferred to sleep while having their face outside of the water, so they slept while having their faces outside so they could breathe. Mintakan people also could walk on land. Yes, they had this huge mermaid tail, but they could also walk. When they wanted to go on land, they actually had some feet. So when they wanted to just go for a walk outside, they actually got those feet out of their little fins. Those merpeople were full of joy, full of light. They had really so much fun singing and dancing. They had those underwater parties with some delicious fruit. They had a very fertile ground, and they never had to slaughter any animals. They were friends with every animals they have, like fish, dolphins. Of course, they didn't exist on Mintaka, but some fish similar to them. So Mintaka people didn't eat meat. They didn't need meat because their ground was just so fertile. They could take seeds planted in the ground and they would instantly grow. So they had their huge houses on the surface level, and they also had those gardens, those beautiful gardens with so much fruit, so much vegetables. On this planet there was no hate whatsoever. No one fought, no one was feeling hate. They were unable to feel hate. What also tells me that I am Mintaka because I am very unable to feel hate. I cannot hate people. I don't know how to hate people. It doesn't get into my head how hatred feels like, and it doesn't get into my head how people can hate other people, because we are all the same. And we are not perfect whatsoever, but who really is? That planet also had 2 suns, and it was always so bright and warm. The water was warm, everything was extremely warm. Like a summer wonderland. And now imagine just being from this planet and suddenly being on Earth. It's really different. Sadly, very different. On some day, Mintaka destroyed itself. I don't really know how it happened, but the planet grew inhabitable over time, and the Merpeople knew that their planet wasn't going to make it. So they all went extinct. But of course, we are souls, and the Mintakan souls searched quite a bit for a place to live now, to migrate to. And there was this beautiful blue planet that was called Earth. So some Mintakan souls reincarnated as humans on Earth, and they could live. They had oxygen, they have everything on Earth. But yet, we are always sad, we always long for home, and we will never belong on Earth, because we are Mintakan. Every time I'm looking into the night sky, it's like I know I can't go home anymore. And every time I'm looking into the night sky, there are times I cry. And when I looked up Mintaka, and when I looked up the Orion's belt, and I saw real pictures of the Orion's belt, it actually made me really sad. Because deep down I know I cannot go there anymore, because there's no way you can live there now. It's extremely hot on Mintaka right now. Mintaka is 24 times heavier than the sun, and Mintaka is 32 times bigger than the sun. Do you know how large the sun is? Oh my goodness. Little star, how I wonder what you are. It also explains a lot why I'm so drawn to water, and it's also for me easier to channel if I'm showering. And I know it It sounds crazy, but while I'm surrounded by water, it's actually easier for me to communicate with spirit. So maybe while tarot reading, I need some water just on my head. Maybe I have to make tarot readings under the shower or something. But I don't think that when we got to Earth that we imagine it to turn out like that. And what happened to Mintaka could actually also happen to Earth. Gaia is very hurt. Earth is very hurt. If I'm going outside, there's trash everywhere. And I'm actually picking trash up and just throw it away because I feel like we are going to lose Earth. We are going to lose this planet if we are just continuing like that. It's just something I think about. It's also quite messed up that we search for another planet to live on because we see that this planet isn't going to make it. Why are we looking for Mars to be something we can live on? Why don't we try to save Earth? We, the Crystal Children, and every other Starseed, is here to save Earth, to save humanity. I personally don't even know how to start. Mintaka was a planet that was high vibrational, very high vibrational, very happy-go-lucky, lovely people, Merpeople. And then there are humans who are not like it at all, and Earth is just very low vibrating, and it's really bad. It's really, really bad. And what else to say? If you see any trash outside, pick it up, throw it away. Don't drive with your car so much. Use your bicycle. Do something for Earth. I also have the idea to just make a quiet storytelling, if you like that. I would love to just tell stories with the microphone. If my voice is something that brings you down, then I would love to just use it for good. Sending you hugs. If you look into the night sky, you can see Mintaka. You can see the other two planets that I can barely pronounce, but I will try. It's Anitak and Alnitam. No, it's not T, it's L. It's Alnilam. I hope I pronounced that right. But if you would like me to just read some stories, maybe, while just speaking very quietly, maybe to make you feel tired or something, I would love to do that, to help you out, or to just calm you down. I know that some of you are really struggling, and I really would love to help you out with that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Talk to me in the comments down below if you think that you are out of Orion as well, out of Mintaka. Also, did you already hear about Orion or the Orion's belt? Also, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon down below next to the subscribe button so that you never miss a single video of mine. I love you all a lot, I really do. I love you all so, so much. I love you all so, so much. I love you all so, so much. My little fox kids, I don't even know what I'm singing about. It's my new single. Do you like my new single? Okay.